Hey everyone, how are you today? Hope that you are doing well, fantastic, blessed. So, today we're going to talk about the stock market. Are you in the stock market? That's the question I have. So, before we get started, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss an episode. So, I'm going to talk about a recent study. According to this recent study, young, rich Americans do not trust the stock market and have decided to use alternative measures to build wealth. And I'm going to talk about what those alternative measures are. So, this study is done by Bank of America. So, you know what reputation the Bank of America has, right? This study was done by Bank of America, 30% Gen Z, 25% millennials. So, they surveyed people who are called high net worth individuals. So that would be interesting to see exactly what that number is because one day you will be in that title if that is your desire. Titles aren't everything, right? You got to have the whole picture, right? God is first, remember? Don't forget. You got God, you got your family, love. So this whole balance thing, right? So they surveyed these high net worth individuals between the ages of 21 to 42. This study was done last year in 2022. And so they studied 1,052 individuals and they had $3 million in investable assets. So they did a survey. And according to this survey, young rich people don't trust the stock market and they are investing in other things. So I'll tell you what these other things are: real estate, private equity, crypto, commodities. Commodities being oil and gas. So, one more time: real estate, private equity, crypto, commodities. Commodities being oil and gas. So, if there's anyone watching me here who is investing in private equity, reach out to me. You can get me by email or you can DM me on Instagram. If you're investing in private equity, reach out to me so that I can have you on the show. And you're going to tell us exactly what you're doing over there in private equity. Then, if there's anyone investing in commodities, being oil and gold, reach out to me. You can email me or DM me on Instagram if you are investing in commodities. And you're going to tell us exactly what you're doing. Now, I know this is a big secret, and once you figure it out, you plan to keep it a secret. So, if that is the case, that you're going to keep it a secret, then you can just email me and um, you can just tell me what you're doing. Okay, so they mentioned other areas that people invest in besides the study, and they named wine and they named gold. Um, they state that these are strong hedges against inflation. Wine, gold, and real estate, strong hedges against inflation. So they give the name of this wine place to invest is called Vent. V is in Victor, I, N is in Nancy, T is in Tom. So there are people that invest in wine and they expect that for that to appreciate over time. Me personally, I'm not investing in wine. I don't invest in things that hurt people. you know? So, but that's the option out there. They mentioned it. Wine, gold, real estate. All right. So, investing in these things, they used to be only for the wealthy or only people who had connections. That's why there are a lot of people that are not investing because it wasn't accessible as it is now. So it used to only be for the wealthy. Like, for example, you had to have a stockbroker, pay them all this extra money. So it used to only be accessible to the wealthy and, or if you had connections, you had to know people. But now we all have the internet, right? So you're seeing what everyone else is doing, and you also have more access. Now, this is not 100% access because they still have things that they only allow people with a certain net worth to get into, but it's more accessible than it was before. All right. So, according to the study, um, like I said before, they're investing in real estate, private equity, crypto, commodities over the stock market. They are also thinking about investing socially responsibly, socially responsible investing. And you probably already know what I mean by that. Like they have things that make money, like jail, like putting all these people in jail because they want to make money and they want to invest in it. They have things like genocide, like people investing in genocide. Um, so being socially responsible, the young people are socially responsible in what they are investing in. So they're not just finding a fund and saying, oh, okay, so this fund will give me this much return. Yeah, that's good. They will kind of research to see what is this company actually investing in? Like, are you contributing to genocide? Are you contributing to the incarceration rate? So, according to the study, young people are investing socially responsibly. Socially responsible. All right, investing. All right, so what is the bottom line to all of this? The bottom line to all of this is that you need to be in the stock market. Studies like this, they come out frequently, and the purpose is to get you out of the stock market. People are making millions and billions of dollars from the stock market, right? So, the stock market is something that we should have been in 30 years ago, right? So, the bottom line is you need to be in the stock market. Also, along with that is the whole diversification piece that you know already. So nobody just puts all of their money in the stock market. So diversifying. So you got money in the stock market, you got money in real estate, you're creating your business, you're figuring that out. So those are really the main cornerstones. You got the stock market, you got the real estate, you got business. Um, those are the main cornerstones for diversification. But then adding to your diversification piece helps. Diversification is for protection. So, like I said before, nobody's just taking all their money and putting it in the stock market. So, you got the stock market, you got real estate, you're working on your business, figuring out what business you're going to create or buy. You could buy a business also. Speaking of buying businesses, I am trying to get a lady on my show. Her name is Cody Sanchez, and I see her around. Instead of buying real estate, she buys businesses. So I think her first business was a laundromat. So I'm trying to get her on the show if you're connected with her, reach out to me. But I know some people don't want to be on the show unless you have thousands of people watching it. And then other people are more humble. They don't care how many people you have watching. So, anyway, if you're connected with her, um, let me know so we can add all aspects. I like to see different aspects coming in. But back to the diversification piece, you got the stock market, you got real estate, you got creating your own business or buying a business. And then you have these other things that I mentioned here, that other things that other people are doing. Private equity, crypto. You know, with crypto, you have to be careful though. So, just a small bit of your portfolio. But then the younger people, they're taking a greater risk when it comes to crypto. They're taking a greater risk and they're getting a greater gain. But as for me, that's a small part of the portfolio. But so, okay, one more time. We got the stock market, real estate, business, and then the other things available out here are private equity, crypto, commodities, which is oil and gas. And then I mentioned wine and I mentioned gold. So the more you diversify, the better. All right. But the point is, get in the stock market. Should have been in there 30 years ago. People are becoming millionaires and billionaires with stocks. All right. So that's why they don't teach you in school, because they don't want you to know. All right. So do me a favor. Before you leave, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss an episode. Also, leave a comment and let me know, what do you think about the stock market? I do have big time real estate investors on the show. If you're watching, what do you think about the stock market? I do have millionaires on the show watching. You're watching. What do you think about the stock market? All right. So leave comments and let me know your thoughts. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your nights.